Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Neck. We have got live tournament action coming at you right now on MLG Zelnaga Caverns. We have got Game 2 in this best of 3 between Pulse and Everize. Everize doing just a phenomenal job taking that win in that first game. Really well planned out attacks and counterattacks, but Pulse trying to put the pressure on his opponent as best as he could, and he did a great job. These are wonderful players. Everize is a Grandmaster level player. Pulse is a Master level player, so not too shabby himself. There's really only 200 people in the Grandmasters League, so on the North American server. So yeah, they're the cream of the crop, if you will, but they are definitely not too terribly far apart. Let's put it that way. So good player in both of these guys, and going to be interesting to see. Ooh, Chrono boosting out nothing there, so maybe he's going for a super timing attack. It looks like, yes, he indeed is going to be trying something fishy here. What is going on? Maybe we're going to see, I think we are going to see a cannon rush. My goodness, that is relatively exciting. I'll be happy to see. Nope, it is not a cannon rush. It is going to be proxy gates. Proxy gateways, got to love it. Okay, now let's take a look here at his site. He saw that. He saw that pylon. You see that? He sees the pylon. Oh my goodness, this is not going to go well for Pulse. He was hoping that that pylon would not be seen. He need to put it, I think, right over here. Maybe even right there would probably be better. But it has been scouted, and now he sees the gateway, and Pulse going to be in quite a bit of trouble here. I would not blame him if he canceled this. However, it is about to be too late. And now it is too late. He is going to be chrono boosting out a Zealot with all possible speed. Look at this, trying to get some kills. He does. Look at this probe. Hero Probe has got one kill. What is this guy going to do? He looks like he's just going to be waiting for some scouting information. Here he goes up into the base. Here comes a Zealot. This guy going to be able to do some decent amount of damage here. However, there's the... Oh, he's got to really keep that guy away from the bunker. Is he going to be able to do this? No, he is not. There goes the guy in the bunker, and that is it for that Zealot. His party has now been rained on. He is about to be walking out of the park and into his car to go home and find a better place to eat. This picnic is not going to happen any longer, so there he goes. He's like, oh, I'll kick it back here in the back of the base. Oh, this guy getting a little bit out of position. Oh, wow, he almost died there. Double Zealots in the base, though. This can still be problematic for Everize, but it looks like these guys are going to be backing out. Don't blame him there. Is he continuing to produce here? No, he is not. Now, in the meantime, Everize, not only has he held this off, but he has also got all the scouting information that he needs from Pulse at this point. So doing just a phenomenal job getting this set up. That Zealot over here did die. And going to be canceling this bunker, it appears. Not a bad idea. It is no longer needed. And now there are 5 Marines that are extremely upset to have Protoss buildings in their base. They do not like this, what do you call it, the architecture of these type of buildings, and they are happily shooting it down. They're going to destroy this stuff. They do not want it around any longer. So here we go. We've got gateway, one single gateway left for Pulse, and he is chrono boosting out his warp gate tech. Don't blame him there. He is definitely going to need that. Trying to get his economy back where it needs to be. Oh, and look at this. Interesting from Pulse, going to be taking his third, if you will, first. So this is sort of a hidden expansion. This is not a bad place to hide an expansion this early in the game. So this may pay off for him. It will come down to Everize's excuse me, his ability to scout that. But he is definitely rocking and rolling. Units tab is going to show that Pulse is slightly ahead in the probe count, and that is partially because of that early pressure that he put on his opponent. Forced him to have to get some defending units out to deal with those Zealots. So it was not bad play here by Pulse. Yes, he lost a lot of resources worth of structures and some units, but he's done a little bit of damage to Everize's overall build order, if you will. So slowed him down just a little bit. But I imagine that Energize is going to be making this happen. And here he goes. He is going to be cruising out with a pretty substantial force. He is going to be sticking with one base. 2 racks play here for just a moment. It's just now starting to produce some SCVs. It looks like not anymore. My goodness. I'd like to see a couple more. Because if this attack does not stick, then he will be in a little bit of trouble. There he goes. He's getting some more. He's okay, but it looks like this attack probably not going to stick. I'm thinking that Pulse has got enough. I mean, it's going to come down to force fields, obviously, but usually it comes down to that anyway in a Protoss versus Terran matchup. So on the ramps like this, oh, okay, force field. He caught 1 unit there. Not too bad. Got to stay off that ramp. Looks like he's going to be able to hold on here, but Everize is going to be reinforcing this position. I'm going to keep watching the units tab here. I want to see how quickly he can get his his SCV count up where it needs to be. And look at this. Pulse going to be cruising out across the map here. I'm a little mystified as to why. I think he's got to think that he's a little behind. I don't think at this point he could guess that Everize is only on 20 SCVs. But if he did guess that, he would be right. And looks like he's going to be intercepting this army if he's paying attention. Oh, does get 1 Marauder out of position there with the force fields, so not bad there. Let's see, Stim probably going down. Yes, it is. There's Stim. And a bunker here on the high ground for defense. Units tab going to show that Everize is still behind. I mean, he's really got to make this happen economically, I think, if he intends to stay in this matchup, because right now Pulse is at a pretty significant harvesting advantage and a significant army advantage. And he is just now teching to Colossus. So look at this. We do have an Immortal about to pop out and about to have a Colossus, I think, probably start to be trained here in a moment as well. No, maybe not. He's going to be spending his gas on these guys instead. Don't blame him there. Looks like Pulse is definitely going to be able to hold on here. Needs to keep track of these. Sentries, though, do not get these guys too far out of position. Want to try and keep those suckers alive. They are super useful with their force fields. And I think this play here is just paying off for Pulse. I think it is. I mean, Everize has not scouted it. He's assuming that his opponent is on 1 base right now. Look at him spreading out this contain. He thinks that he's stopping his opponent from expanding right now. So this is wonderful. Totally working out for Pulse. I cannot believe this hidden expansion working out. It's pretty fun. Lots of back and forth between these two players, though. Ooh, nice force fielding there. Pretty well placed. Gonna be doing a lot of damage. And here comes the very first Colossus of the game. 12 minutes in. That is exciting. Got to love those good old Colossus. 29 Harvesters here, SCVs for Everize, to 46 for Pulse. So Pulse in phenomenal position right now. Looks like he's going to be taking his 3rd right now, taking the natural. Wants to keep up this ploy, which is really, really smart. Don't stick to the 2 base. Go ahead and make it 3. Make it look like you just needed to expand. So phenomenal play here by Pulse. I really, really like what he's doing. And, I mean, now the interesting thing is Everize is coming into a situation where he is still stuck on 1 base. His main is going to be halfway mined out here fairly shortly. Now you can see some of these are actually getting pretty low. That one's at 225, 140 there. Those are the ones that are closest to. So he's been mining those a little bit more heavily. But nice army composition here by Pulse. I imagine he's got some more on the way. Indeed he does. Colossus, gotta love it. And another robotic. So I mean, Pulse is gearing up to take this win at this point. He is really doing a great job. So I know that's going to make him feel good. That is going to put the pressure, though, on both of these players in Game 3. It is only best of 3, so I'm interested to see if he can pull this off. It looks as though, I mean, I definitely have to put him ahead at this point. Let's take a look at the live stream. Anybody out there who's watching, I want to know who you guys think is going to win this match. Let's go ahead and take guesses. I'm going to say Pulse at this point. Here comes the attack. And that wall in not going to last much longer. Double Colossus. He's got plenty of AA to keep these Vikings off. Yep. Sweeper saying Pulse has got this. Hold on, I'll scroll up here in just a second so I can see what everybody else is saying. Oh, yep, just Sweeper. So thanks, Sweeper, for participating there. I think you're correct, sir. I think that Pulse has definitely got this one in the bag. He is keeping Everizer now on one base. We don't even have another command center in the works yet on the high ground. So, I mean, the longer this goes on, Everizer is going to be working his way out of the space, or out of this game. However, he is dropping here in the back. Oh, thank you, Proclaw. So you're going for Pulse as well. I don't blame you there. I think you're making a wise choice. We got one, what is that, a Marauder? Yeah, a Marauder. One Marauder left in this medevac, so nice, that's okay drop. He got a couple kills. Let's take a look at Control R and see how many he got killed there. He killed a couple workers, not too bad, but definitely held off very easily. We better watch this battle. That is going to be super important. Everizer trying to push out here, not going to be working. Stimming in the incorrect direction, needs to be getting himself up on the high ground. He knew that that probably would not work, though, because these Colossus would be in position to do a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, Everizer going to be in a lot of trouble here. And these forces going down. And there is game. So well done by Pulse. We're going into game 3. Now that is exciting. If I don't know what is it, or what is, that is going to be very, very hard for me to figure out, because this is a great matchup between these two players. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you. Yeah, he didn't DG, did he, Proclaw? He was a little bit upset in that one. He's going to need to watch the replay and see that 3-base play there. But thank you guys for coming out. Don't alt-tab. Always alt-StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.